Our family's been through greater struggles than this, my child. I know they say you at death's door, but you're gonna pull through. I know it. Let me tell you a little story. Mama used to tell me how life was down south. Sure was scary. A lot of wicked people beat up the slaves. Still go to church on a Sunday like it wasn't the same Lord who made all of us. Now don't get me wrong. It wasn't just white folk hurting us. It was blacks beating on black too. And sometimes even white folk helping us to escape. You see, the thing is, people is just people. They come in all kind of packages, good and bad. So at times, the skin color doesn't even matter. But you know, the darker you is, the harder you is hit. Because if you're white, you all right. And if you're brown, well, hang around. But if you black, you better step back before you get attacked. Last week I went into Mr. Rosenby's store. The fool shortchanged me. When I was confronting him about it, you know what he said? 300 miles south, and a Negro wouldn't dare speak to me like that. Isn't that a pity? A line divided the north from the south, a line you can't even see. Make a Negro free or slave. Now I know Lincoln says we are free, but that fool done wrote it on a piece of paper, and them vigilantes can't even read. Mama's a bit older now. She was a force on the Underground train. She done helped bring a few people back from the South. KKK was burning and lynching poor folk just because they was black. Now underneath them white robes, you had a lot of what you might call respectable people. Bank managers, doctors, teachers, your lawyers, some say even preachers too. Even though we are free now, I still fear going to the South. Years back, when times was worse, there was times your old grandmama would sneak down south with old Harriet. I would live in terror till I see her face again. And then one night, she came back with an injury. An old man helped her in. He was in an even worse state. Yeah, he was part of that same insurrection with John Brown. Now, then my old folk came around this house. They came around looking, because uprising was big news. Your grandmama, blessing, she just dressed the man up like a woman. He was so pretty. In the morning, some of the men came calling. But by then, he was way up in Canada. South was still fearsome though. Just last week, they burned a black church in Mississippi. A whole lot of people died. And if you were a black man with ambitions above your station, you better be cunning too. Brother in Tennessee, broken, lynched, just last year, because someone thought they saw him kissing a white woman. Love was never meant to hurt that much. At least here in Chicago, we can make a life of our own choosing. And all around you can see colored folk doing real good. Hard to believe though. As recently as a generation ago, some of these poor folk came down from Africa, hands bound in a boat. But they can only bind your body. Know that, my child, they can only bind your body. Nobody can bind your mind except yourself. Now, I don't know all the words, but sometimes I sing it in my head. Maybe when you grow up,